So this is a short YouTube video on plumbing between Pardot, Einstein, and Salesforce. So I'm sitting around the campfire last night playing my ukulele. My bro asked me, dude, what's all this? Why is Pardot so hot? And how's it plumbed? Okay, let me give you an example. Pardot is native to Salesforce. So that means no governor limits. If you use Marketo or Exactly or something else, they're not in the same data center. Like I'm in NA29. If you use Marketo, it goes into the Marketo data center. And all of a sudden you have governor limits and it doesn't chatter as nicely. Secondly, when you have Pardot, it links right into Salesforce and the connector's really clean, right? So one of the first things I always look at is, on the Salesforce side, does web to lead work? Wants me to launch a Pardot campaign in a day for 17,500 prospects. In Pardot, there are prospects. In Salesforce, there are leads. I asked the simple question, does your web to lead work? So if we do get a prospect that hit your website and it goes in, doesn't work. We checked it, didn't work. Do you have a drop-down? Please call me. Very easy to put right into the HTML form generator in Salesforce. Prospect, quote, deadline, call me, right? Didn't work. And then every lead that's created in Salesforce is plumbed into Pardot. And it turns into a prospect, but not every prospect in Pardot turns into a lead. That's where the lead scoring comes in. What are the actions? Like, say you want to target the San Diego Dive Club, SDF, free divers actually. So my brother, maybe he wants a new member targeted. If they're on that list in Pardot, did they download the map where the nature preserve is versus the areas where you can go spearfish? Then did they check the tide tables? Did they check wetsuit rentals, for instance? There are all these follow-on things that are lead scoring in Pardot. That's right now not known. So we can set up campaign quickly, and by committee, you'll never get it. So hits the website, downloads the map, and then you can market other services to that guy. Maybe give him or her a free membership to the dive club, right? That's the value of Pardot. And then you need to look at the connectors. See my video on Pardot Salesforce Connectors. Like, where does it funnel? Who's the default thing? Does it go right into the lead assignment queue? Or do you do a separate Pardot thing and just not give your sales guys an opportunity to do it? Because how do things come into sales? How do things come into the two orgs? One, web to lead, upload lists, that kind of thing. Two, with Pardot, it's through prospects. Another thing is, if you delete something from Pardot, it never is deleted. It goes in the recycle bin and there's no data limits on there because you need to keep track of everybody that's on the opt-out. And that's why Pardot is so powerful. Somebody becomes a member of the San Diego Dive Club, then you can put them on a drip campaign and have a monthly newsletter or new regulatory changes. But you got to make sure your pipes are working. And then why is Pardot so hot? It's native, it's fast, it's easy. It's not as big of an animal like Marketo. When I was doing Marketo, I had 486,000 leads. All of a sudden, the company got a $90,000 bill for overage. They needed to be at 300,000 leads. But if it's dynamic, Marketo will go into Salesforce and delete the same leads in Marketo as you do in Salesforce. Or it'll delete what we delete in Marketo, it'll go in and delete it out of Salesforce. That's bad, right? Pardot, much easier to steer. Also, a better price point, like 20, 25K for a small business package. Now, let's talk about Einstein. I didn't get Einstein. Why Einstein? It's because this lead scoring, what's the outcome lead? Once you have that, between the lead object, campaign object, etc., you can run Einstein, and then what the lead scoring is going to be in Pardot. You can push it with certainty. What's the optimal path for the different types of leads you have? That is the value of Einstein. Einstein is an off-the-hook tool, which will collapse your sales cycle because it'll give you the hard data for how to do the lead scoring in Pardot or other tools like Marketo. And that's why Salesforce, Pardot, Einstein, all are the three amigos